I definitely get my work ethic from my mom's side of the family. She's always been a hard worker. My grandpa, he was very old school, the farmer type, and he used to tell me that with hard work and the right mindset, like you could accomplish anything. And although I was born in California, about a year old, parents moved to Texas. So I grew up in Texas till I was 13, and then we moved back to California. Well, at that time, I got to meet my grandparents, and sadly, a few years after that, my grandma had passed away, and my grandpa has since passed away as well in 2019. Um, he wasn't your typical grandpa. He was very, like I said, old school and very ornery. But if he loved you, he'd give you the shirt off his back. But I tell you what, if you ever borrowed $10, $5, 20, anything, you ever borrowed from anything from that man, and you told him, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you back $20 on Friday." When Friday come around, you had better go pay him his $20 or something towards it. If not, he would never let you borrow money again. He'd always let me borrow money if I needed it, because he knew when I told him that I would pay him back, that I would.
All right, what I'm doing is I'm pouring cement, making a pad essentially. It's 36 by 36. It's 6 foot away from the power pole, and it's 21 inches away from the building. It's got to be about 18 inches is good, so I gave it a couple more for breathing room. It's the part of the AC that goes outside, the condenser pump or whatever it's called. That piece is going to sit here. So instead of spending, 60, 80 bucks on a pad that's just plastic to sit out here, I had extra cement left over from the post, the fence that we did when we first bought the property. So I had a bunch of bags of cement sitting around. I figured why not just form it up real fast, pour the cement, and save ourselves a little bit of money, especially when we have the materials already. Just takes a little bit more labor, but this would be way better than a pad that you could just buy that just sits on the ground. So I'll bring you guys back and show you guys the finished result after I go through and smooth it all out.
He was so happy when me and Raquel bought our first house. To him, if you had a good job and you bought a house, like you were doing something, that was the American dream. And we always think that we have all this time in the world, but the fact of the matter is, we really don't. And if I could go back in time, instead of making excuses, I would have stopped in there a lot more than I did.
We got the pad poured. We got it smoothed out. Like I showed you guys, this is not the right tool. I don't even know what they use this for or if they even use it anymore. I bought some tools at an auction that came in a box. This was in there. So it's not the right tool by any means, but I made do and it worked out good enough for an AC pad. Not a professional concrete person. I just second time I ever really poured concrete was here, and the last time I did it was, I don't know, 17, helping out. So by no means am I a professional concrete guy, but made it work. And that just shows you, no matter what you have, you can make do, and you could do it. So instead of spending, however much that would have been, $400-500 to have somebody come out and just pour me a little 36 by 36 pad, I just did it myself, so it'll work out good.